Hello. I have no laundry, so we're going jiggle tops. It's fine. I have a little. I mean, I have laundry. I just like, not the stuff I want to wear. Not the stuff I want to wear. Don't you hate that when they're like, well, yeah, but I want to wear that. It's like, oh, it's dirty. So I had to run a load, but that's why I'm late. I'm sorry. I had to run a load downstairs to the freaking. Hello. So I want to shout out a channel who did a really, really good video. If you're at all interested in the hockey, why Vegas and hockey. Well, to be fair, there's a lot of Canadians down here too. So, why? Oh, it's in my history. So we see the last of Shulky. Oh, we have not. Oh, you know what else is back? Velma got renewed for another season. Oh, for flip's sake. I forgot about that. Velma season 2 is official. That's why Rob did a Black Shaggy last night. Again. Season 2. Season 2 is official. There you go. Boom. So that's why. Where was it? I'm going to find it. I'm going to find this out. I don't like dragging people into my mess, so don't tell them I sent you. If you watch it, you'll probably like it. Here you go. This is a good video. You want to watch this video? Give this guy a sub. He's really good.
This is why the Vegas Golden Knights.
No, don't play the thing. I just want to share it. You guys watch it. Give him a sub. Give him a click if you really want to know why the hockey ball is fun and good here. Go watch this video. Partridge Family. Oh, the Partridge Family. Yeah, the Partridge Family. I had like 5 things ready and I got distracted by soccer hooligans. Because we drove right by it yesterday because we were out doing some errands anyway, and I'm like, well, let's take and then I forgot that the soccer game was going on because I'm not from South America or Mexico or where's soccer popular? I'm not from South America. So, Partridge Family news. It's the news, not the new. I don't care. Reboot. Oh, for flop's sake. Why? June 10th. Here we go. All right, do I want you guys on screen or how did I do this last time? That's not you guys. How did I have this up where I could see? Was it this one? No. That's it. Okay, I can have you guys on screen. Now, why does the NHL go to hot places? Cheap air conditioning. I don't think we have cheap air conditioning to air condition an entire stadium. I don't think it's cheap. I think that a lot of people want an excuse to go inside for the air conditioning, if you really ask me. I think that's part of it. We also have a lot of like ice skating rinks. Back when I lived kind of in a less good area of town, now that's kind of, well, there's nothing. Well, I was here. Okay, so fun fact about me. So why I kind of care about hockey on and off here and there. So when I was a kid, as you know, I grew up in Colorado, and right around the time I was like 17, we got the Avalanche, and that was a pretty big deal because they were really good and they won. And that was kind of a pretty big deal for the whole time I was still in Colorado. And even when I went to Canada in '99, I guess. Well, I mean, clearly a pretty big deal there in going into Canada in '99. And I think so. That's part of it. So it's like, are people surprised? Well, it's my favorite show's Corner Gas. So, you know, there's a little things here and there. And then so you come back to Vegas. Now, I lived in Vegas then from 2002 to 2014. And then I came back last year after the whole, because I went back to Colorado for a bit, and, well, we don't need to get into that one. But anyway, so yeah, and it's nice to see that something cool and interesting is so good here, because it's not a stupid hand-me-down team. You know, because that's the thing. It's like why I kind of just roll my eyes at the Raiders. I'm like, oh, great, the Raiders. Because I remember the stupid Raiders being the thing against the Broncos when I was a kid, because I was exactly the right age when John Elway was a huge deal. And the Broncos versus, you know, like the Raiders, or the Broncos versus the this or that. So I remember those being pretty big deals. And then we got the stupid Raiders, and now we're getting the stupid A's, and nobody wants the stupid A's. I wouldn't wipe my ass with the A's. And that's baseball, and I don't even like baseball that much. And you got me talking sports ball because the Flash is stupid. So hockey is actually much more interesting because you actually do something, you know? It's like football for people who learned how to use tools in their hands and learned how to craft utensils to, I don't know, slap a puck into a thing instead of just kicking a ball with their feeties, I guess. I don't know. And they learned how to skate too, so they're doing a few things. So that's where that's going. And now I'm coughing because I turned on the air conditioner. Because it's humid, because it rained today. Yay. Is it going to rain on our parade tomorrow? Oh, God. I love getting to use one of those stupid analogies that's real. Like, oh, is it going to rain on the parade tomorrow? All right. Do you guys want to see the soccer hooligans first? Or do we want to start with this? We got Velma. We've got, what else do I got here? Oh, we talked about the aliens yesterday. Didn't we talk about the aliens yesterday, I think? Oh, did I show you that? Oh, no, I don't think I showed you that. Oh, did I show you this? Here, no, that's the wrong one. Oh, no, it is the right one. It is the right one. It's just the wrong way. No, that's not this is the aliens. Did we look at the aliens yesterday? Did you see the actual yard where they landed? Holy shit. I want to find that because I can kind of pretty much probably figure out where this is. Based on, like, the kind of space of the yard that would need. And like, if it was just a regular old house. No, this is like a house with, like, a business, like a chop shop or or a mechanic shop or something. And, I don't know. You think it's real? You think it was real? Did you guys see this? I don't know if you guys saw this. 100% they're not human. Oh, do I have to refresh? It doesn't like me. It doesn't like me. Did we watch this yesterday or no? Did I just watch this with No, it's this one. So yeah, we don't care about their broadcast here. So this was a couple of days ago.
Incident in early May via the Metro Police grapevine.
So,
the incident-
if you don't know who this guy is, this is Jordan Knapp. Now, he's done a lot of the documentaries on the UFOs and the aliens and stuff. So he's been in this, and this is one of the things that I do like about living in Vegas, right? If this is real, you bring back the hippie alien song. Oh, we can do that right now. Where is he?
True international effort to pressure.
Wrong hippie.
What are they? Why are they? What do they mean? Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields, are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields, are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields, the secrets in the fields.
What are they? I can't sing yet. It's too early to sing. I gotta have it. I gotta hear it. I gotta have it. I gotta hear it in my head. And I can't hear that while I'm streaming because I don't put in headphones. What are they? What are they? What are they? That's what it is now. I'm an octave higher. Close enough. So yeah, this guy actually does a lot of the alien documentaries. George Knapp. Is he part of the Skinwalker Ranch one that has been floating around? I haven't actually watched any of that because like anytime they have like the kind of scarier alien ones, I tend to not watch because they're probably real. My Babylon 5 trailer review yesterday made me want to watch a bit of Babylon 5 again. Isn't it good? Oh, Babylon 5's so good. Babylon 5's so good. I think a lot of my interest in like sci-fi and UFO stuff and all that stuff is all kind of related to each other. What do you guys think? Do you think that like people who like sci-fi in general tend to want to look at UFO stuff because you want to believe that there's something out there. You want to kind of know, you're aware, and you can kind of do the math and figure, okay, there's billions of stars out there with billions of planets circling around all of these stars. To think that we're the only chance of anything interesting happening, right? The only chance of it being not just a giant hunk of rock or a hunk of gas floating around a star, that it's just kind of implausible, don't you think? To think that this is the only planet that had anything ever or will have anything ever. And if you think about how long... Oh, this just drives me nuts about Star Trek. I would rather talk about the news alien, fake landing if it's fake, and it might be fake. It's probably fake. It's never real. But we can fantasize because this is more interesting than sitting there and seeing what Akiva Goldsman and a bunch of children writing Star Trek. They're going to have Spock have a meltdown. Did you know that? Spoiler, I heard that on Twitter. Spock's going to have an emotional meltdown when he's asked to say his thing. Oh, what's your thing? What's your thing? Engage the warp engines. On my mark. You know, that's what it would be. Hey, set course for Ryza. You know, we're going to get our knobs gobbled. On my mark. That's what his thing would be. He would be very, very practical and by the book in Starfleet. It would be on my mark. It would be something simple. Love watching History Channel, Ancient Aliens. See, I've watched a lot of that. I stopped watching after a while because they just kept kind of saying and recycling the same stuff. But yeah, it was pretty good back in the day. Oh, I loved all of that stuff. And you guys probably know I used to do... Well, I was on with somebody here and on YouTube about a lot of this stuff. I like to kind of debunk though, because like I'm definitely of the bias that I want this stuff to be true. I want this to be true, but the chances that it are. So here, I don't want to use too much of theirs. They're going to copyright claim me if I do.
Other bizarre cases from around the world, an alleged crash, strange beings, and bits and pieces
this one looks
that don't
better
make
though. Here, get to it, George.
At nearly the same time, a Ring camera in the area recorded a strange noise and what sounds like a crash. One family living in a ranch-style home had a much closer view of the...
Here, pause. They hear a crash. You want to hear that? Can you hear that? You want to hear that again? They hear a crash. We're getting double effect here. Sorry for the chat. They hear a crash here.
The object, two brothers and their full object on his body cam. At nearly the same time, a Ring camera in the area recorded a strange noise and what sounds like a crash.
It also had a flash. Did you see that?
One family lived midnight on April 30th. Skywatchers across several western states saw a bright fireball streak through the heavens.
Okay, so when we get to it, you're going to see a flash too. On the camera that hears the crash, you're going to hear like a bright light.
Police officer working in the Northwest Valley caught a glimpse of the colorful object on his body cam.
So yeah, even the officers saw it on their body cam. I think this is what, the body cam footage? They saw something. Whether it's just a meteor and they were, you know, or whatever. They saw something.
Nearly the same time, a Ring camera in the area recorded a strange noise and what sounds like a crash. One family
you see the light flashing on that. That's what's really cool there.
In a ranch-style home had a much closer view.
What are you guys saying here? What are you guys saying? Yeah, if there's intelligent life, they'd stay away from us. Probably. Yeah, the episode. What about the episode of South Park that Earth is just a source of entertainment for aliens? Yeah.
Of the object.
I'd rather talk about this
Two
flash than the
brothers
they
and their
them
father
flash.
were working on a vehicle in their yard when they caught a glimpse of a
Okay, so you can see, what do they have? LFF something.
sparkly object as it came crashing down, then were hit by what they describe as a shock wave.
So they actually have footage too. They did record cell phone footage. They did record some cell phone footage of this.
One of the witnesses, a young man named Angel, has stated when the brothers looked into the yard where the object landed, that spot was obscured and blurry, as if by unknown form of camouflage. What they saw next prompted a frantic call to 911.
See, now this is where it starts to sound more, you lock eyes and you freeze because they kind of freeze you and you can't really move or do anything from like other alien encounters. So that's where this kind of gets a little spookier because this goes a lot more in depth than the last report.
911.
So there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like
Okay.
8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us.
They look like alien to us. Very large, 9 foot, 10 foot. That's so. Now that kind of usually when you hear about aliens, they're little ones. They're like the 3 foot gray ones. So could these be? Well, there's another offshoot of aliens that were not necessarily the good guys, right?
Big eyes. They have big eyes.
Okay.
Like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
Big mouth, because usually like the little ones would have the little teeny mouths, but they still have the huge eyes. What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
8 News Now investigators have spoken with family members multiple times in the past 4 weeks, but each of the 3 times we accepted
So here's the outside of it.
their invitation to do an interview, they didn't answer the door or their phone. These are some of the claims they've made in other public forums.
So they agree to an interview time and then they don't show up to it. That's so weird. I bet they're trying to hoax people then if they don't. Or they're getting Men in Blacked. They're getting the guys show up.
Multiple family members backed up the story in an initial police report we obtained. Angel says they heard the patter of multiple feet in the yard. They later heard footsteps on their roof. They saw one of the 8-foot-tall creatures climb behind the controls of a large front loader stored in the yard as if trying to engage it.
He was trying to work the front loader. Okay, so you have 8-foot-tall aliens land in your yard, scatter themselves on the roof. One of them tried to use the front loader. Okay, this sounds weird. Are you sure it's not Krampus? This sounds like Krampus now.
He got a good look at one of the creatures, he said, a greenish-grayish being with large eyes and long legs. He says he could hear its deep breaths, and when he locked eyes, he was, in essence, frozen in place.
That's very similar to old alien encounters, though. You lock eyes and you're frozen. Okay, the long legs, I've heard, yeah, they do have the very, according to all the old accounts, you'd see on TV, the ancient aliens and the mystic places and remember the encounters of the unknown. You remember all those books from the Time Life series and stuff. They would always describe them as having the very, very long legs. Ooh, this is spooky. That's in my city that I live in. Oh no.
Couldn't move. In the middle of the yard where the object had crashed, then vanished, a circular impression was left in the soil.
Oh, it's real. It's real. They're real. They're real.
Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields. Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields. Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields.
It's the tallest from Invader's Zim, probably.
Okay, where is this on your property?
Metro sources say the police dispatcher initially wondered whether to send a crisis intervention team to help the troubled witness, but then took the incident seriously.
Crisis intervention. Oh, they thought they were drugged. They thought they were on drugs. They probably were.
What are they? Why are they? What do they mean?
2 officers arrived 38 minutes after the call, and by then had heard from other officers. They proceeded cautiously and managed some...
I'm wondering if they're blacking this out on Okay, so... Has anybody else heard of the 8-foot tall ones, though? Because I'm always hearing of the short ones. But maybe if these guys were short, they might think that they're 8 feet tall if they're on the roof. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Oh, this is spooky.
Nervous laughs.
I ain't dealing with that.
A few days later, the family says 2 Metro sergeants returned to the scene to ask follow-up questions.
They're just here to watch the Stanley Cup thing. It's fine. The parade's tomorrow. I'll be streaming it.
The family says they also saw men in suits and sunglasses driving in a car with government plates cruising slowly past the house.
I've seen those cars around town. I've seen those cars around town. Rob, have you seen the government cars with the plates and the men in the black suits and the black sunglasses? Driving around town? Because I have. Rob,
downstairs eating very loud.
have you seen the, you've seen, because, like, I've seen these cars, you know, they're kind of like SUV cars, and they have those government plates, because you think they're a Golden Knights plate at first, but then they're a government plate, and then you look, and there's the guys with the suits and, like, the earpieces, and you're like, oh, is somebody in town? Because remember, we saw the government planes. Remember, we saw a whole bunch of government helicopters.
Yeah.
Not to...
The Janets have been coming in.
And the Janets been coming in a lot more regularly. Like, every couple hours we see one of the... Now, you want to explain what the Janets are?
Janet is
Come here over here on the camera here.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Dr. Nick. Janet is... You guys should pull up a picture of them because they're out in public. I mean, nobody's stopping you from taking a picture. Janet is the call sign for a plane for a flight out of Harry Reid International that allegedly, now I say allegedly because we don't know what it is because the flight path is not really
secret airline run by the government. We see these every like 3:30 they come in.
Yeah, about 3:30 or so. Between about 3:30 and about maybe 5:30, 6:30. I think more than one. I think there's a bunch of them that come in hourly. Now, these planes allegedly carry workers to
Area 51.
Area 51, Groom Lake, whatever you want to call it, which is a secret facility.
Well, secret.
Quote unquote secret. So it's a very poorly kept secret.
I've seen the Men in Black people running around. So in this one, they're
in the following days,
they're talking about they've seen the Men in Black.
Yeah, the Men in Black suits. Men in Black.
Oh, it's not going to play now because
and had heard from other officers. They proceeded causally.
Some people say that the call sign Janet stands for just another non-existent terminal. How you can identify him is like it's a Boeing 737. It's a plain white
with a red stripe
with a red what they call cheater stripe.
Yeah.
And you can see them. They're parked down the far end of the runway, and they come in hourly and. Like I said, they shuttle workers back and forth allegedly between Area 51. Could be other facilities. There's also a facility in Utah, a secret testing facility in Utah. I have a friend of mine who's in the Air Force told me, yeah, they don't have aliens out there. It's just to test new aircraft. They do it in a remote location. And he's the one that told me there's also one in Utah.
If you ever wanted to be a spy, wow.
Huh?
Allegiance to the U.S., foreign influence. Yeah, they evaluate your security clearance applications based on allegiance to the U.S. Foreign influence, foreign preference, sexual behavior, personal conduct, financial considerations, alcohol consumption, drug involvement.
Obviously, they don't want people with
Emotional, mental.
Record.
Yeah.
They're gonna be if they're trusting with high level.
You have to have a high security clearance.
Yeah, have a high level security clearance. Yeah, yeah, and that's all pretty standard, for security. You're being trusted with secrets.
I never get this job.
You're gonna see stuff. You're probably gonna if you're working out there.
I'm telling you about this. I never get this job. I'm telling you all the alien evidence, and that this is George Knapp who's done the stuff, and he might be somebody who's given us a lot of fake information to see who's dumb enough to believe that aliens exist. We've
seen like a rise in activity around since.
Yeah, the last couple months, there's been a lot of Janets coming in and out, and there's a lot of planes that came in. So I'm thinking that there's more than they're letting on, especially since the whistleblowers have been coming out, especially since what was it? Not Umaguma.
Umaguma?
What was it? It was not called Umaguma, but it was something like Umaguma because I remember it because of the Pink Floyd album. And there was one. Do you remember the, oh God, it was like a comet, but they were saying it wasn't a comet. It was like a probe. Yeah. The alien probe.
Yeah. Now, the other thing too is what a lot of people don't know is for those who don't like to fly, there's also a bus that takes people into the facility. It's a white bus. You can find
this thing.
Oh, the Black Knight satellite.
That thing. Interstellar object may have been an alien probe, but experts are skeptical.
Oh, that thing. Yeah. The Black Knight satellite is something different.
Oh, Oumuamua. Oumuamua.
Oumuamua. Oumuamua. Oumuamua. Oumuamua.
First observed interstellar object in our solar system. They think it's a probe.
Well, yeah. Well, it's here to talk to the whales.
Yeah. Well, and did you see that? Did you see all the orcas gathering yesterday?
No, I didn't.
Gathering in California gathering. It was somewhere yesterday. 2 days ago. Pot of 30 orcas came in. Did you see that? No, now things are getting spooky, huh? Did you see that?
I like orcas, they're cute.
I know, but
seals though.
But a crowd of 30 killer whales met at a party for California Monterey Bay on Sunday. Is Spock swimming around in a tank somewhere?
Mm-hmm. Doing a
mind meld with whales. Nancy Black, who's been studying killer whales for more than 30 years, said the show was the best orca sighting she's ever seen. And yeah, you usually don't see 30 of them show up all at once. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're like, oh, when whales start gathering, they have 2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
All right, now things are getting spooky. Now things are getting kind of weird. What do you guys think? A little weird, yeah. Now you see, and now I'm Tim pulling it, and that means that Thanos is gonna come down.
And now Thanos will come down, and Lydia will be nude in my bed.
It is proof that aliens have changed the timeline yet again, because Fruit of the Loom had a cornucopia in another timeline, and it doesn't anymore. And the circle is closed.
Oh, pardon me.
I work for tips. If you guys do like this, please support the stream. And never send me your last $2.
She's gonna beat me with that writing.
I will. I'll beat it out of him, and you don't want to see that. That's weird. All right, let's talk about the Flash now. Are we done with the? No, that's the Knights. That's the parades. The parade's tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, and then nobody cares about that. Oh, that's what we want to see here. The orcas, the whales. Mm-hmm. I've got two things.
They're cute.
The whales.
All right. I'm gonna.
All right. Yeah, you can go.
Dismissed.
The Flash thing. Yeah, we see these all the Janets, time.
Yeah, I mean, they're out. It's super secret. They apparently do have registry numbers on them, but they're they're in the back here. You can't really see them. See, you can't really make them out. Oh, look at that! It's clear as day.
Well, yeah, because they just zoomed. They probably took a picture of them for their story.
Yeah. So. Yeah, the terminal most likely, I don't know what a terminal is. It's most likely way in like an isolated part of Harry Reid, so.
Tonopah.
45, yeah. Like I said, there's also a bus that takes workers out there.
Well, we're kind of in this little paranormal hotspot right here in Vegas. We got all the ghost stuff. We've got the alien stuff. Tonopah is a hotbed too, so they're flying people to Tonopah. That's a ghost haunted freaking thing too. If you follow any of the Vegas ghost people out here, like this is such a hot spot of activity, which I really love.
It's a desert. It's remote. There's lots of places to land.
Yeah, yeah. And there's a lot of like this weird. Well, and there's a lot of natural minerals that amplify signals and things. You know, conduct electricity, as it were. It's the silver. We're known for silver mines. Nevada. Like this state is literally a giant metal conductor, and we've got a ginormous beacon shining into space. Pyramids for them to, like, it's like we're signaling them. Of course they're gonna land here. That's literally what the pyramid is. It's a fucking beacon to the aliens. Whether intentional or not, that's what it is. Because you can see it. You can read a newspaper by the light of the pyramid in space. It's like, oh, that's fun. That's fun. That's telling them land here. Land here. Oh, I love this. I love these type of conspiracies. These are fun, aren't they? All right. Anyway, back to the Flash news, I suppose. Quantum Mania. No, Umamuma and the whales. Look at that. So this will be a members only thing. Of the Flash. I don't even have the article. Oh crap. I need to get the article now. I've been live an hour and I don't even have the article up. Oh no. We're really moving forward today, aren't we? Aliens are confused by all the